Good morning, afternoon, evening, everybody. How are we doing? Very wonderful to see you all. Good morning on Twitch. Fall Equation Nightmare, Graham, Lucas, Espresso, Notorious. What's going on, everybody? Pidsley, thank you so much for the resub at tier 1, my guy. Very much appreciated. YouTube didn't connect till a few minutes later, so let me scroll back and see who we got over there. Chris, Zoom, Night King, what is up? Kanzi, Reaper, Maisel. Postman, despite being one of our lead mods, is spamming in the chat. Someone needs to take care of that. Just kidding. What's up? Kaz, Gwen, Metal Chick, Nissan, Hermes. How y'all doing? Good morning. Good morning. Finally able to watch a stream from the beginning. Well, Rodcap, thank you very much for being here. I'll try and make it a good one. Make it worth your time. Linus, how are you? Hello, and Leah, how are you guys doing? Thanks for stopping by. I am the spam. I don't know if that quite has the ring that you want it to, Postman. Project, Mama Magic, Rice, Donkey, Blindy, so many people. Welcome in, folks. Linus, thank you for the 3-stream streak. Appreciate it, my guy. It's not spamming, it's just aggressive cheering. That's a good way to frame it. That is a good way to frame it. Dig the PvP video, thank you. Night King, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm quite excited to see when we get some of those changes in and what they're going to be. Do you ever consider teaching people who haven't done raids? You know, the only problem with that is that I don't know the raids very well myself. Back in the day I did. I used to run a ton of Dark Hours and Iron Horse to get the exotics, and I just think they're really fun pieces of content. I haven't played either consistently in years. Every now and then I'll get pulled in and carried, but I don't know the strats. It's not my wheelhouse. So I typically leave it to the pros out there, who do a lot of raid carries to do that stuff. But I do think when crossplay comes in, whenever that's dropping in year 8, hopefully I can maybe connect with more people who do it more regularly and get more involved in that kind of stuff. Finally done with college, so I'll come back in the fall. Nice, Espresso, you're on break. Congrats, I hope it was a good year. That's early May. Isn't it normally like late May? Still have never done a raid. Dingle, they're quite fun. They're obviously a different kind of experience, but I think they're very well made pieces of content. Can't wait to get the new incursion this year. Me as well. Incursions are more my speed. I can more easily get 4 people together than 8, and I enjoy something that can matchmake, even though it has mechanics and is a bit more intricate. Like the PvP video, thank you, Kaz. Feel like the update should come out of nowhere. If it just drops one day, that'd be sweet. Alright, well, hello everybody. New week, new stuff. What are we doing? Weekly announcements. The Feilau bundle is back. If anybody missed that from back in the day, there's a new camo bundle for the spec weapons. I like them. I don't know if I would pay 700 per to get one of these. Plus, I hide them most of the time on my back, so there's that. We have the new HVT here that we're going to do. We're getting the finale is only, let's see, 2 weeks. As of today, we're 3 weeks away from the finale. Like, this season has gone by pretty quick. If you're going by the timer here, oh, it doesn't show it. That also doesn't show it. Well, I think on the menu it says we have about 6 weeks left in the season, so mid-June. Looks like we might be jumping into Season 2. That would make this one of the shortest ever seasons. So that's going by. What else was I going to point out? We hit the key totals. So if you donated keys to the community chest, you can now come and claim the final reward. I need to do that myself. Let's do it. We get the red Ronin mask. So that has now been completed. I'm curious, without the Ronin exploit at the beginning of the event, Would we have still hit that? I mean, there's still another full week, so I assume yes, people would have been more motivated to continue going, and probably closer to the end we would have hit it. But interesting to see those totals for sure. That is the mask, if you're curious. It's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. Radio, yes. Raven is correct. This is the top is from the Recruiter Friend rewards, which I just recently picked up. I had not done the refresh, so the Esprit Decor shirt, and then the pants and the boots are from the winter event. I just mixed and matched gear from there. Chris, you want me to carry you through a raid? I mean, like I said, once they drop crossplay, I think we should all start doing more activities together. That would be quite fun. Did you farm Proto Measure when it was available? I didn't. I only got a chance to like 1 or 2 runs, Scrumptious, so I think I got one piece that was good. Yeah, I got this one. I got one that came with Synthesia, which is what I would want, but it was a glove when I wear BTSU. But it is targeted again today, so we'll probably do that a little later in the stream. This is the escalation rotation, if anybody's curious. Tombs, Zoo, Bank, American History, and Space Admin. And it is Langmo Negotiators. Again, pistol, measured assembly, knee pad. So we will probably run some American History towards the end of the stream, because I would like to get some proto pieces for that healer build. But yeah, we're going to do the HVT. I like to rack up some more keys just to spam as many gear caches as I can before the event ends. You have 1 week left if you still want to get the apparel or this or whatever. Keeping my fingers crossed for Strecker to be targeted. Yeah, it was their day 1 of the targeted loot implementation, and I think so many people were caught up with the event and other stuff that they didn't fully utilize it. It was also DARPA, which is like one of the hardest missions. And so, yeah. But whenever that comes back, that's going to be a crazy day. Absolutely. Verbose, thank you very much for the 100 bits. Said, hey, Rogue, I want to ask, do you think would Division Resurgence stay on PC on the Ubisoft app or no? Do you mean, like, is it just going to stay around? What we know, Verbose, is that there's no intentions to take it away. It's going to remain on PC, but they are doing a Steam launch sometime this summer. So I think on their roadmap, I think they said like August is Season 2 when they're doing like the official PC release. Right now it's early access. So I would assume that come August, it'll be the full release. You get downloaded on UbiConnect or Steam. And then whether you're on mobile, UbiConnect or Steam, everyone can play together. That's my assumption of how it's gonna roll out. Thank you very much for the bits though, man. Appreciate it. Omega, how you doing? So let's get going with things. Oh, actually, let me do some projects. Got to get those components up. Of course, now it's DCD. I could have used that yesterday. Captain Merriweather Rogers has emerged as a frontrunner for the True Sons leadership and is a major player. Via satellite. At this point, the scouts don't even like give you a hint of what to do. I mean, I'm sure satellite is a clue. I gotta do a mission off the bat, really? Dang. But see, this is what I mean. I had people trying to tell me when I did my lore video earlier in the season, they were like, well, the season has a story. The Black Tusk are doing stuff. What does this have to do with anything? True Sons leadership? I don't know. I'm curious to see where the end of the season... I mean, like I said, we only got a few weeks left where things start to go, because there hasn't really been much direction. I don't mind Space Admin either, Chris, and I think it's... Is it escalated? We'll do that on a tier 3 maybe. I don't mind the mission. I just am still not a fan of scouts asking you to do main missions. There's enough stuff asking us to do main missions anyway. I wish that scouts were a little bit more individual. I'm gonna grab a Kitsunibi spawn first, and then we'll go and do that. What's happening to Keto? Sorry, did I miss stuff? What shenanigans are you pulling?
Detected. Nearby location.
Oh, I hear you back there. Oh, did we just get a Ronin too? There you are. Oh, he's one shot. No way. That would have been ridiculous if I died there. There's her another static cloud off to my right. Was that one of the stalker hunters? Oh, brother. He's one shot. There we go. There we go. I say you should wear the Ronin outfit as a reminder for others to claim the red Ronin outfit. I gotcha. What if I don't think it has enough drip? I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I'm very drip driven in Div 2 and in games overall. The most you could convince me is I'll put on the mask. Raven said I kind of prefer his current outfit. Thank you, Raven. I thought it was pretty cool. It was funny, though. I went on Reddit this morning before going live. Somebody made a post asking what the outfit was from yesterday's video, and I was like, you could have just commented and asked. I would have answered. But people got into a whole debate about about me having a female character in my outfit and everything. I was like, I think we might need to find more things to do with our time.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Okay, we got the spawn. I'm just gonna fast travel to space admin. Start that. Get that going. Aikido, just for you, I will put on the mask. You'll get me to go that far. Oh. My controller's doing its thing again. What was it called? Red Ronin mask? Am I blind? Or is it still at the top somewhere? What? Oh, here it is. Here it is. For some reason, recently acquired ones don't always alphabetize. Oh, I guess these aren't either. J and S? I don't know how it works. Anyway. Somebody asked about the build. This is it right here. 4 Striker, Hollow Man, Contractors, Frenzy on an LMG. Pretty basic build right now. By the way, Speed Racer, thank you for the 15 stream streak. Absolute legend. Scrumptious as well with the 5. Saying it's Space Admin. Sorry, I should have read that several minutes ago. Chris! I won't miss you this time. Oh, look at the animated emotes showing up on stream. That's fun. Thank you for the resub, man. I appreciate you. I would never bully you. Unlike what the what the haters say. Thank you very much, man. I don't get why Hollow Man is popular. It's just health damage. It's popular because in escalation, the health pools are so much higher, and you face a lot of red and purple NPCs who you're fighting the health bar a lot. Same with like heavy units that don't have like an armor bar. They have armor plating. Health damage counts against them. War dogs, same thing. Warhounds, I mean. So it ends up being when you get the prototype version of 21%, it becomes pretty noticeable. Plus hazard protection isn't bad if you're going above tier 6. So we'll run a tier 3 right now, and maybe you can get a little bit of an idea. Let's do it. I thought I was bullying you. Turns out it's just been a circle of bullying. You know? One day's one thing, something the other. So yeah, I mean, that's not to say that like you have to run Hollow Man, but it gets much more use in escalation than it typically has in other pieces of content. Well, that was a quick proto drop. I kept my promise from last week, and I made a short out of that proto exotic drop that we had. I know Chris saw it. Dude, when I saw you comment that, I was like, oh man, this is gonna get dogpiled on for people to say that I'm a terrible person. But it didn't really. I think people appreciated the humor. What do we get? Ela gloves? Don't need those. Streamer luck is starting early. People took that short so seriously though. In the comments, there was a mashup of people saying it's not streamer luck. That's happened to me. Oh man.
Vital signs critical.
As well as
Agent out of action.
as how dare you abuse privileges to get drops. And then I had a few saying it was AI because prototype doesn't drop like that. And I was like, I don't know how you think I would have made that AI. That'd be pretty convincing AI if all the gameplay was that. Oh, Reaper, I know. It's all good, man. I'm just joking around as well. I'm often too sarcastic and I don't make it very apparent, so no worries. M for real, thank you so much for the 5 stream streak. Appreciate you being here. Alright, even though it's only 2-3, I probably do need to make sure I'm playing smart. I don't have any kits. I should have restocked before I started this mission. But oh well. Oh, you jumped down? I was gonna melee one of y'all. But yeah, I've concluded that on any escalation build I run from here on out, I have to have the Sweet Dreams of the Lullaby. It's too fun to be able to one-hit the ads. Here, I think I missed some things. Oh, chat keeps jumping down on my screen. Skaith Drayan, I hope I'm saying that correctly. Please tell me if I'm not. Said glad to see you on Twitch. Just joined your Discord. Thank you. Welcome in. We're happy with how the Discord community is shaped up. But thank you for the Twitch welcome. It's been great on here. Kaz, if you're still here, thank you, man. I hope you have a wonderful day as well. Birdaman said, as a veteran player with 15k SHD, I've been enjoying the new content such as Escalation and Retaliation, but every time I matchmake, I get compared to people who are much lower than me and don't have proper builds to play harder content. Do you think games such as Division should invest in skill-based matchmaking? I think it's a tough thing to answer. There could very well be an example and I just don't know of it, but are there any PvE games that do skill-based matchmaking? I thought that was mostly a PvP thing, but I understand why you're saying you'd want it for something like escalation. I don't know, to be honest with you. I think there would obviously be benefits for people who don't want to be matched with those who don't know as much what they're doing, but I also think Division has a history benefiting when veteran or more knowledgeable players help out those who are newer, and that typically leads to them staying around longer and investing time in the game, which is good for all of us. So I don't know, I think there are pros and cons to that idea.
Great spot for a oh no.
But I'd be curious to know what the rest of y'all think about that.
Back up.
Midnight, someone might have already answered, but the lullaby is just a different visual version of the Sweet Dreams. So it has the exact same stats and talent. It was just a pre-order bonus when the Division 2 came out, or a deluxe edition bonus, I don't remember. To where, yeah, it just has different visuals than the Sweet Dreams, but the item itself is the same. No one would actually watch me stream. Ask Olivia, she knows how boring when I game. Chris, maybe that's your shtick, though. Maybe people tune in just to hear, like, the one thing that you have to say every, like, 30 minutes. I remember on Ark, you were pretty locked in. You wouldn't call stuff out until it was, like, need to know. But I think there's room for everybody out there to stream. You never know what people are going to be into watching. Grim, I did see that, yes. I am already conflict level 100, but I think it might mean that I can get caches quicker, so I might jump into some of that this week. I can't see anyone. Oh, that's a lot of guys. Dude, I'm gonna be so sad when we move on from Season 1 and I no longer have Blackout Pulse. I think this is legitimately my favorite ever active modifier. It's so satisfying to send that pulse out, destroy skills, and shock them. I find it way more fun than any of the ones we had in Season 2 with, like, Zealot and all that.
I'm seeing hostile movement on the roof.
Callum, what's up? What's your honest opinion of 1.5x skill tier proto? I think it makes it impossible to get tier 6. I'd be curious to know what you mean by you think it makes it impossible. I certainly don't think it's a perfect solution. The thing that I proposed, really, like, the very first chance I had to give feedback on prototype gear, I said I think skill should have the skill tier and then, like, a rolling either 1 to 5 or 1 to 10% roll of skill efficiency. My guess is that, and I feel like they alluded to this on the dev stream, was that on the technical side, it was hard for them to figure out how to give it something other than a skill tier, just because of the way core attributes are coded in the gear and with how all that works. But yeah, I mean, 1.5 is better than nothing, right? Obviously, you get more stats because of it, but I do think it isn't great that armor and weapon damage directly give you more power for those two areas, whereas higher skill tier allows you to get other stats, but it doesn't actually buff up the power of your skills. So, better than nothing, but I wouldn't say it's a perfect solution. But I fear that the solutions that we did want were maybe blocked for technical reasons. I mean, as in to get it bang on tier 6 with an exotic and technician spec. Yeah, I mean the math on it, I suppose, gets weird because what, you need 4 to get tier 6, and so if you only have 3 of them plus technician, you'd still be 1 off.
Medical assistance needed. Agent down.
Okay, I need to not die while I talk here. Oh my goodness, he almost led his
Critical.
shot there and took me out. That would have been crazy. So yeah, like I said, I don't think it's a perfect solution, but at this point I don't know if they're going to go and change it. Yeah, Lee, I think that's the problem, is that it rounds down. Which, I mean, that could be a change they make, because I'm trying to think of what the... I guess their concern otherwise is you run 1 skill piece prototype and you get 2 skill tiers. But I don't think, in the context of prototype, I don't think that would be that broken. So that could be a change where they make it round up, and that way it works better with the likes of technician. I'm really, the lack of armor kits is not doing me many favors here. Oh, that didn't reach him? Dang. Dang, and my hive is down? This is not looking good. I don't like this. Nope. Nope.
Immediate medical assistance
Good lord.
needed.
When you mess up the melee, that's how you know stuff's getting real. Oh, they're flanking me. This is bad. This is bad. I really shouldn't be sweating like this on a tier 3 in front of however many people are watching. There we go. It's that heavy, it was making me nervous, but there we go, I got a kit. I did solo this on a tier 6 one time, so there's that. Boss man, thank you so much for the 1 gifted on YouTube, my guy. Whoever may have received that from Boss Man, please drop a thank you in the chat if you've not already. Welcome to Rogue Studios. Enjoy the badge, the emotes, the Discord access if you want to join us over there. Alright, there we go. Already did this one. Do you see a noticeable change with prototype gear? Katsu, do you mean just like in terms of power? If so, yeah, it definitely gives you a power bump.
Satellites aligned and clear for transmission. Signal is insufficient.
So far, so good. Now we just gotta find a transmitter to boost the signal.
Oh my goodness.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Those turrets don't mess around. I don't know who's pushing up behind me. Oh, you are.
There! Setting up a turret! Stalling gay! Crackle!
There's still more. Who was the last guy? Does anyone know how Proto affects core strength? Do you get the normal 75%? I don't know, Scrumptious. I feel like I saw somebody that wanted to test that at one point, and then I don't know if they followed through with it. But I'd be curious to know that as well. Alright, there we go. Would still love some more kits, but I'll survive. There we go, there's one. Matt Kane with the 200 bits. Thank you, sir. Hey everyone, Matt Kane here. Welcome to another Rogue Gold Streaming Tuesday. What are you up to today, man? Blackout Pulse store reminds me of the first hunter we encountered who pulses and shocks you. Yeah, true. That one in the little side mission. 100%. Yeah, fair enough, Nightwire. I feel you there. I think their way to try and mitigate that is they made it so you can only matchmake for what tier you can afford. But obviously, as time goes on, even players who have lesser knowledge on that stuff are just going to accumulate more tokens and eventually try it. But yeah, I would just, again, I would kind of be interested to know from their perspective. I don't know if that's something they would do until crossplay comes in, because I wonder if the pools per platform would be too limited, especially on something like Escalation that's already played less than other content. So I don't know. Just dumped 800 pounds of concrete and 300 pounds of grout into a backyard. My back is unhappy. Good lord, man. All at once? He lifted 800 pounds? I'm kidding. That still sounds like a lot, man. I hope your afternoon can be a bit more restful. Hermie said, do you have a current favorite core strength build? I put one together for the video that I did on it for PvP. I can't say I've used it a ton since then. I do need to dive into it a bit more, so I don't really have a current favorite one. Frogimus Prime, what's up? Been watching you for a while, thank you. Is the Spring Blossom event over this week already? So we have 1 week left from today. So next Tuesday it'll be gone. But you've got 1 full week left if you need to wrap up anything there. Alright, quick water break before we go on. Is there any news on the next event after Spring Blossom? So what they do now in the calendars is they just put this card whenever they're going to drop a new title update. So next Tuesday, we should be getting Year 8 Season 1.2, new patch. We'll see what that comes with, what it fixes or changes. What we do know is happening next week, though, is that we are getting the second classified assignment of the season. So new mission dropping next Tuesday, along with likely a new patch that will refresh the calendar moving forward. What LMG using? I've got the Tactical M29 Para with Frenzy. Any updates coming to the DZ with Year 8? Yes. We talked about some of that in my video yesterday on YouTube. They're doing PvP stuff as well as Conflict in Dark Zone changes. In the Dev AMA back in March, they alluded to either potentially doing a solo DZ or a PvE DZ, which got a lot of people curious and talking. So, yeah, at some point in Year 8, we're getting DZ and PvP changes. Shoot.
Vital signs critical.
You again, you know. Hey, agent, I see you.
I don't know why I'm trying to pistol this guy, but we ball, I guess. There we go. HVT is the high value target, the new scout that came out today. Any reason you choose that over the MK46? As far as I know, they have the same stats. The M249 Para and the MK46 have identical stats. I just got this one with Frenzy and with good rolls, so I prototyped it. I hope I'm not wrong on that. I'm pretty sure they do, but someone can correct me if that's not the case. Is Frenzy the go-to talent for escalations for LMGs? Yes. At the moment it is. That's not to say you can't use something else, but a lot of people have just identified that it's very, very strong since you can proc it so consistently and all that. Jake, thank you for the 5-stream streak, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Are you going to fix that turret? I need ammo. Yo, 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 yo. I need to get my melee timing down so I don't get hit back by them. Sorry, I'm doing a bad job keeping up on chat. Is there a date for when the map will change to the snowstorm you spoke about in your Year 8 video? So Scrumptious, those are actually two disconnected things. So we have the Central Park DLC that's coming at some point in Year 8, but the snow update is part of Survivors, which is going to be its own standalone mode. They haven't indicated that that will come to the main game. I would assume it's likely just going to be isolated to the Survivors experience, but that is a successor of the survival mode from Division 1. But we don't have a date on pretty much anything yet, unfortunately. We know what's coming in the next, like, 12 months. Or I guess 11 or 10 months now. Incursion, DLC, PvP changes, all this stuff. Survivors isn't technically confirmed for Year 8, but we'll see. But we don't have a date for anything. They're just kind of going to drop them as they go. How have you been enjoying Resurgence? I haven't played it as much in the last few weeks here, but I mean, I enjoyed my time with it a lot, and I intend to just pop back in every now and then. It's fun to have options. It's not, I've said pretty much from the beginning, when they announced it, like, it's not going to replace the main games for me. I don't think a mobile game could ever do that. I love the games or the main games for their immersion and graphics and all that stuff, but it's fun. How did that not get... That thing blocked my shots. That's crazy.
Serious trauma detected.
Well, so much for that streamer luck. I've still only gotten the one drop from that like first enemy that we killed. Too bad. Alright, time to melt the boss.
Alright, this will extract the transmitter from the module and connect it to the rest of the facility. Then we can link up with the division satellites.
Ah, correct. The Resurgence did launch on PC with its own dedicated dealio. I might have reloaded too early.
Agent, are you all right? Sounds like you've got company.
I think I did. Yeah, we lost like half a frenzy. Oh, it doesn't matter. Got him anyway. Alright, Chad, I promise I will talk more once we're done with this. I really just didn't want to die awkwardly. There we go. Done and done. What's crazy to me is at the moment Rogue has more people watching his stream than Borderlands 4 has in total. Is that true? How many people do we have watching? Well, thank you for the 200 hanging out on YouTube and the 130 on Twitch. Much appreciated. Michael, I have no armor. 0 cores. I'm getting a little bit of armor from my modifiers. But on my build, I have all weapon damage cores. Were you trying to farm here? I was just doing it to get progress on our scout, because we had to do space admin. So that should be done now.
At the no office. You need to deal with that. I've marked it on your map.
Soko, if you type in !build as Metal Chick just did, it should link it. Hopefully the command is working. Yeah. It doesn't have this specific build in there. That's like my build recommendations that I put out at the start of every year. We didn't have prototype then. But this is like specifically meant to be an escalation build. I do have LMG builds in there though, and general stuff that's geared at heroic difficulty. Anything good on the targeted loot? We have... Ooh, I don't remember. I'm going to go after Measured Assembly because I want that. There's Negotiator's Dilemma, I think is the one that's decent. Otherwise, I believe it was... Pistols is one. Yeah, I think Negotiators was the only main, like, standout. Let's see if we can get another Kitsunibi squad. There we go. Gotta get those keys. I'm now convinced at this point, y'all can let me know if you've experienced something similar. I don't think the mechanic worked at all that they proposed in the patch notes where the lanterns would reset. I have looked, and none of my lanterns ever reset on my world. It was supposed to be 3 per day, but I just don't think that actually happened. Would have been nice to get a bit more consistent spawns, but I've never been able to observe them respawning. Oh shoot. I'm gonna go down. Maybe not. Now I am.
Agent incapacitated.
Scrumptious says none of mine have either. Rice said they do reset. Have you actually noticed it, Rice? Because by this point, I did them at the start of the event 2 weeks ago. If it's 3 per day, most of them should be reset. But I went to like 5 or more, and none of them had. Maybe I just got really unlucky and I checked the ones that hadn't reset, but I've yet to observe that happening.
Hostile control point detected.
I've only ever found one. Maybe we'll have to go look this stream. We can go and test the theory. But like there's 2 right around here that I always look at. Chilling on my lunch break with all you beautiful people. How's everyone? Moose Dog, I'm doing well. I appreciate you spending your precious lunchtime with us. Hope it's been a good day so far. I found one that was reset.
Got some new contracts, Agent.
Oh, did I kill one of them over here with the shared damage? And they had a key. Good thing I looked. What are the lanterns for? They are part of the Cherry Blossom event. You can either collect all 40 for a commendation and a patch, or they also reset the timer of the squad spawning in. So in theory, they're meant to allow you to better capitalize on key gain, but I don't think the implementation was very good, personally. So those 2 were not done. I'm going to check this one. I'm going to think of where else I can go that's easy to fast travel to. Speaking about graphics, did they ever come out and say when they're going to fix the graphics issue on PlayStation? Nightwire, I don't know if we've gotten a timeline on it, but I know they're aware. The game director has replied to a few people on social media saying that they're looking into it. So hopefully maybe in point 2, which again should be like a week from today, maybe it'll be in there. We'll see. Yeah, Draconis, that would have been nice if there was a marker. See, like, none. So I've done 4 so far. I just don't believe that it's working as it should be. There's an easy one. It's like right there. Here. Have you tried ongoing directive and escalation missions? I have not. I don't think it would be as good as it is in like regular heroic play because the kill rate is so much slower. I imagine there would be more times when you're running out of hollow point. Plus the status effects could be a problem when you need to kill. Well, no, I guess you just need to mark them, so it might not be as bad, but my assumption is that it would be tougher than on heroic stuff. Yeah, that one's not reset. Okay, there's 2 right near here. We'll check these 2, and if they're both done, then I'm concluding that it's not working. unless what it means is that the ones that reset per day, let's say it does 3 per day, it resets those, but then at the end of the day, it switches to a different 3, and those 3 go back to being cleansed. Maybe that's what they meant. If so, again, I don't think that was a very good way to do it, but that would at least make sense as to why I'm not seeing them. Demarche! No worries, man. I hope you have a good one as well. Appreciate you popping by. Oh, and thank you for resubbing, man. Again, you're too kind for everything that you do to help out. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, man. That one's not reset. And yeah, no, I don't think it's working. I have Hollow Man and 4-piece Striker. What do you think is the other piece for higher escalations, 5 to 10? TTSR, I run Contractors personally. I've seen people also do 1 piece of Cheska. If you wanted to do, yeah, just 1 piece in any of these 3 slots. I would say Contractors or Cheska would be good. Assuming you're using an LMG. If you're doing AR, then you could also do Foxes, probably. Nah, Lucas is in the house. Resubbing at tier 1. Thank you very much, man. Said 4 months, baby. How you doing today, my friend? Thank you for the love, as always. Kicking off a hype train as well. I think, honestly, SR, I don't think you're going to notice the difference in gameplay. Like, I'm sure there is a minor statistical difference between the two, but I think whether you run Contractors or Cheska is mostly inconsequential. You'll be doing good damage either way. Alright, step 1 we got done. Southwest is his base of operations. Alright, I don't care to decipher them. Someone can spoil it. What do I do? The choke control point. Thank you, guys. Nuwanda. I hope that's how you say it. How you doing? Thank you for all your content. So professional and consistent. You're the best, man. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. That puts a smile on my face. I'm just very fortunate to have so many people in the community who choose to watch and follow along and make it what it is. So thank you. Anything good in the proto missions? Sean, it's Negotiator's Dilemma today, if you want that. I'm going to go for Measured Assembly, because I want a proto healer build, but nothing else too crazy. The sound issue is one that I really hope they can lock down at some point. Like, having no shooting sounds on your guns is quite annoying.
Reinforcements en route. Hostile supply convoy nearby. A new agent is joining your team.
Oh, I was like, I hear somebody near me. He was right next to me.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Target's moving
Incoming
around.
hostile detected.
Oh, that's a lot of
Vital
dudes.
signs critical.
Nwanda giving out 1 sub. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. If anyone, whoever may have gotten that in the chat, please drop a thank you if you're able. Draconis with 100 bits, taking us to level 1 of the high train. Blindy with the prime resub. Thank you all very much. I will catch up on what's happening there as soon as we clear these guys out. Somehow there are now ads in like every direction. Not entirely sure what's happening. Oh, was that it? Oh, now there's Kitsunibi as well. I see what's happening. I see what's happening.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Are they all just fighting each other out here? This is just carnage. Grab all the keys up. You drop one? I don't think you did. Okay. What did I miss here in the chat?
Supply room entrance unlocked.
I wish they would push an update allowing proto gear to drop in the open world. I mean, I don't know. Clearly they're doing revisions with the entire prototype idea, but the point is that you're supposed to do really tough stuff to get it. It could be that they drop like a much harder open world layer eventually. They could, because I think they said in the Year 8 stream that escalation is kind of their first step in bringing more challenge to the game, but they would like to bring that to more, not necessarily escalation itself, but just more challenge to more activities as they move on. But people are asking what gun, what build. The gun is the Tactical M249 Para with Frenzy as the talent. This is heroic world difficulty, yes, Cyber.
Hostile broadcast picked up.
What costume you rocking? I've got the Sprint Decor shirt. This is from the friend referral program. I'm taking off the mask Keto. I'm sorry if you're still here. I want the full look. And then the glacial pants and boots from the winter event. All right, so we got that. Now we just need the bounty. I have so many gripes with scouts nowadays. I wish the HVTs were more difficult. I wish you didn't have to do main mission replays. So many things. So I like the Cherry Blossom event, but I didn't care much for the event spawning the enemies all the time. Kept me from completing other tasks. Yeah, it's tough because you have, I mean, as always, you got feedback across the spectrum. You had people like yourself who say that it's obstructive to other stuff. You had people who say that they wish the infinite Ronin spawns was the intended flow of the event, like just non-stop open world chaos. So I don't know how they're going to navigate between those two extremes. Maybe they introduce a way to toggle it. Maybe they make it so that it's only applicable to like one section of the open world. I don't know, but certainly I think they have a ton of feedback to go over and hopefully use to improve once this event concludes. This is a short bounty. Go to this one spot, kill a boss. Alright, y'all don't care if I listen to the comms anymore on stream, do you? It used to matter more back in the day when the story was more, like, important. But now I'm just kind of curious as to what it says. Thank you all for the level 2 hype train, I appreciate it. You show your rules? Well, if it's entirely my rules and I do stuff that people don't like, then no one's gonna watch. I just want to make sure people are fine with it, but let's do it. Here, I'll turn this up a little bit. Because I'm just curious as to where they're going with the story at this point.
Team 2, hold position. Team 1, flank right 90 meters. Stand by and... engage. Targets eliminated. Excellent. Team 2, mortar fire at grid 7 walking to 9. Go. Team 3, pick them off as they're flushed out.
Got him. Reinforcements moving in, 7 o'clock.
Team 1, redirect and handle those reinforcements. Team 3, fall back to grid 4. Deploy gas and clear the guardhouse.
Copy.
Team 2, status.
Hostiles eliminated. Control point's ours. Should we secure the civilians?
Unnecessary. Eliminate all division-friendly assets on site. Teams 1 and 3, regroup at Exfil Point Zebra, stand by for transport. Good work, people. On to the next.
Okay. More Black Tusk doing Black Tusk things. Again, I'm curious to see where the story goes by the time we hit the finale. Why not do us the courtesy of doing more little cutscenes like with the recordings you find in the open world? Do you mean like actual cutscenes, Katsu, or echoes? Because cutscenes, while I do wish they did more, like we used to get one per season, now we sometimes don't, they do cost a lot to produce, even though they might seem like they don't. It takes a lot more time and money and resources to make a cutscene than it does an audio log. So I get it for the scouts why they just do those, but echoes would be nice for sure. I used to listen specifically to hear the comms. Fair enough, Chris. What are your thoughts on the new global event? Well, these have been around for years. SHD Exposed came out in 2020. It's probably my least favorite of the... Well, that's not true. I think Polarity Switch is my least favorite, but ever since we got seasonal modifiers, I don't care much for global events. I don't usually turn them on. Yeah, the director guy, I assume, is going to become important for the finale, because he was in the BTSU Team 9 comms as well that we got. So, he will likely be coming back. So we finished up with that. I want to do escalation runs at some point, but I also want to get keys. What shall we do? Notorious, what's up, man? Is the blurps? I don't know what you mean. Is this a boomer moment for me? What is a blurb? Director, final boss of the climax, calling it now. Could be. Why don't you ever stream Conflict? I do. Luke, we do Conflict fairly regularly on the streams.
We urge all civilians to stay vigilant. Hostiles have been spotted outside the safe area.
Key run. Actually, I did see that it's oh, that's what we can do in the meantime. It's targeted rifles in DZ. Let's hit a few priority objectives and get some things going. Oh yeah, but my retails are bugged out. I don't know what happened here, but like I can't get. Oh wait, is it working now? No, those are hyenas now. It's gonna give me outcast. I want to do a hyena one, but it says that I have 2 active when that's not possible. Is it a Twitch thing where the audience can play sound effects and stuff for bits? I gotcha. Notorious, I will absolutely look into it. I have a lot of stuff that I still need to do to make the Twitch channel and experience what I want it to be. I need to customize the about page. I need to add more channel point redemption stuff in general, so I will absolutely put it on the list to look into, but I won't promise a timeline for now, man. Sounds we can play as chat with our points. Gotcha. I will absolutely look into it. If you start the retaliation, the auto-starting can start the other faction. Oh. So you're saying, Flo, if I was to go and do this one with the outcast, then it would put me into the hyenas one afterwards? Or it would give me the option to? Chris, you stop it right now. It's not funny. Well, we could do 2 retails. I'll take the exotics. Because I need to do a hyena one for this. Postman, it's not that I don't read them. I just choose not to acknowledge them. For obvious reasons. I had 3 Black Tusk ready and 1 hyena. After I did 1 Black Tusk auto start, gave me to do only hyena. Okay. Rice, the problem was I tried that yesterday when I was playing. I had a True Sons one ready, and I did it, and I abandoned it, and then the hyena still said it was red, but it wouldn't let me start it. So there's some retaliation bugs going on. Yeah, I don't know, Hoagie. I tried that. But we'll do 2. I mean, we got time to kill. I'll run this one, and then we'll see if it lets me auto-launch into the next one. Do I want this build? Sure. Let's just do it. He'll slip up eventually. You wish. Rogue, I finally got the descent comms after doing 105 retaliations. Nick, you're crazy, man. But congrats.
You have to move fast, Agent.
Maybe it says something, the lengths that people will go to not engage with descent. Poor descent, man. I really, if they had had a checkpoint system, my thoughts on descent would be completely different. I know they've explained why it doesn't happen and why it would be hard for them to add, but that poor mode. Alright, I get it. Everybody wants me dead. I don't know why I keep choosing this build. It's intended for like maximum damage, but no utility. I should really be running the Exodus gloves or something. I'm gonna thumbs down for the toxicity directly towards me specifically. Do what you gotta do, man. I won't blame you.
Reinforcements incoming. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Yeah, Badger, I mean, that's one complaint people have. I don't 100%, that's not my biggest issue with it, because I'm also very excited for Survivors, where we know our builds won't come into play, and that's a completely separate thing. But yeah, I understand why people would feel that way. See, this is where the build shines. If I can just lock down spawns, then they're never getting close to me.
Agent, West End is under attack.
Refill. What are some of the most reliable ways to get exotic components in PvE content? Priority objectives are the one that I do the most. Just because if you target the ones that give you exotic items as rewards, you can really flip through them quite quickly. Retaliations aren't bad either. If you do them on Heroic, you get a guaranteed exotic cache at the end of each run. So I set my target loot to something like ARs that has a lot of potential exotics to drop. I don't know if that actually matters, because I think an exotic chance is an exotic chance, regardless of however many are in the pool. But priority objectives, projects, like right now the creator project is on. I know a lot of people are just creating new characters on loop to repeat those. So there's options. Oh yeah, did I get anything notable from these guys? Shards, this is a tactical M249 para with Frenzy. Frenzy plus all of my prototype power is why it's doing so much damage. It's not necessarily that LMG itself.
Hostile kill squad nearby. Stay alert.
I do still really wish, I know Postman and I were talking about this, I put it in my winter event video. It'd be nice if for the duration of these events, like Cherry Blossom, Winter, whatever, they made it so that the kill squads and Retal were just the event squads, and you could farm keys that way. That would be pretty nice.
Kill squad eliminated.
Slow, currently you cannot recalibrate prototype items. They have said that that is a feature they're looking into, but there's currently no details or timeline on when we might be getting that. Yes, Metal Chick, some of the scouts award you with components. It's just not necessarily like something you can farm, because scouts are one and done, you know?
Justice is served.
The current build is 4 Striker, Contractor's Gloves, and Hollow Man. All prototype with Echo. Well, they don't all have Echo, but that's what I'm going for. Jive, what's up, man? How you doing? How you doing? Was it intended the proto gear drops with the random core attributes as well? It should still drop with the same allocation that the regular sets have. Is there a specific item or example that you're referring to that was random? Because some sets have it random. Like I know Refactor, I think, can drop with armor cores. That's how the set is. Core strength can drop with different cores. But the sets should still follow the same profiles that the regular versions have.
En route. Incoming hostiles detected. A new agent is joining your team.
Oh, I thought I could dive away in time. Restoring Refactor and never got a skill tier core on it. Yeah, Refactor is, as Leah said, I think it's like the backpack and like half of the pieces drop with armor cores instead of skill tiers. But that is that's a feature of Refactor itself, not prototype. Leo coming in with the 5 gifted on Twitch. Thank you, my friend. That's very, very kind of you. If anyone on Twitch just got gifted one by Leo, please help me show the appreciation by dropping a thank you. Enjoy the badge, enjoy the emotes, enjoy the no ads. Just passing by to say hi? Well, that's very, very generous of you, man. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for dropping in and supporting as you always do. Mark, I'm not 100% sure on Keener or Liberty Island. Did you, I know you said seen a few bug reports. I assume you checked the bug reporter then? If you've not already, I would definitely, if you're able to take a video of what's happening and submit it on there, that's the best way for the devs to get a read on what's happening and be able to try and reproduce and fix it. But I'm afraid I don't know what to recommend for that. Junior Gang Stuck is already on there. He said that apparently it's not quite the same as some of the other reports that are on there, so I'm not sure what the difference could be.
Guess my aim's improving. I'll go first now.
Been playing Div 2 on my phone's hotspot. Haven't got a single Delta 3. I 100% unfortunately think it's your either your modem or just the way your Wi-Fi network is set up. Sadly, I would look. Did you ever look into the IPv6, IPv4 thing, Nikito? Because I do think that would definitely contribute to that. Martin, what's up? What's up? We're just here, chilling, grinding, hanging out. How you doing today?
Hostile control point identified.
Yeah, no worries, Mark. I think we added the command. If you type in !bug in the chat, it should link you directly to the bug reporter if you need that hot link. And there's a search bar. You can type in Keener. I assume people will have it on there under that if it's there. The bug reporter so far, I think, has proved to be a really fantastic tool. Now we just have to see if they're able to follow through and fix the highest voted stuff as they claimed would happen. I very much hope that's the case, but we will see.
Reinforcements incoming.
Well, they are spawning down here. Nice.
Contacts. Hostile detected.
Now I think all of you should just spawn out of this one door, so I don't have to run.
A new
No!
agent is joining your team.
Shouldn't have said anything. What LMG are you using? I've got the tactical M249 Para with Frenzy.
Heavily armored hostile detected. Heavily armored hostile detected.
Yeah, one more control point. Matthias coming in with the 5 gifted as well. Thank you, man. Oh, just dropping the gift bombs and leaving without a trace. Thank you so much, dude. As always, I sincerely appreciate it. Badger, thank you for dropping the thanks. I was just about to say. Help me share the appreciation. Cheers, Matthias. Thank you so much.
A new agent is joining your team.
Baron, I do not have a video on this particular build. It's not anything original that I came up with. This is just kind of the meta prototype loadout that a lot of people are using for escalation. But I can very well set something up later. I've also started using the bug reporter tool more, which just lets you essentially put builds together in a third-party site that are easily shareable and readable for all the stats, so I could also put that together for people who want it. Throw it in the Discord or something. Is that all of them? Oh, no.
Kill squad down.
Big T Slays coming in with a prime, kicking off another hype train. Thank you very much, Slays. Oh, I see you in the chat, Matthias, saying you're welcome to Badger. When will realism mode be back? We have no confirmation that realism will come back. They said it was something they wanted to experiment with and try for the 10th anniversary, and they said that they will consider bringing it back either on limited bases or in some different form, but no confirmation for now. Kind of a similar situation to NPC companions. They'll look into it, but nothing's definitive.
Hostile control point nearby.
Oh, where did all y'all just come from?
Vital signs critical.
I didn't mean to get caught on fire.
Reinforcements en route. Incoming hostiles detected. A new agent is joining your team. Heavily armored hostile detected.
This is gonna be a sight. Just full explosions.
Agent, they've mustered one last assault. If we break them here, they're done.
So is the next one gonna be hyenas? I hope so. We'll try it. Oh, now we get... Oh, that's right. I forgot they spawn at the end. I don't have any ammo. Let's see how many I can take out here. Any keys? Any keys? Alright. Just need to grab the chest and then we're good. Holy Galen! Coming in with a 10 gifted. Thank you so much, man. Holy. What are you doing in here? That's very kind of you, sir. Once again, if anybody in the chat just got gifted a sub from Galen, please drop a thank you.
Civilians are safe.
That's very kind of you, dude. Plum, what's up? What's up? Good to see you. What else did I miss here? Said welcome, Rogue. That's what I'm always trying to look for, is these people in the chat, but they're just so kind. They come in and drop it and move on.
Enemy reinforcements have arrived.
I don't want to do
The
Black
area
Tusk.
is lost.
I want hyenas.
The area is stabilized.
But now I just have no HUD. There we go.
Enemy reinforcements have arrived. The area is lost.
See, it's bugged. I just can't do the hyenas. Well, that's a shame. We will move on from that one. Open world medium. 2 elite patrol. 2 elite patrols. I really just screwed myself over there. There's no... Not gonna be any elite patrols. Dang. Doing good, just working nights. Yeah, we're hanging out, Plum. We're having a good time. Hope you're doing well, man. Leah's on YouTube now. Jump in between. What's the chest apparel? Ice Plays, it is the Esprit Decor shirt, which you can get from the friend referral program. They refreshed it back in like November, and I just didn't get around to doing it until recently. Yeah, Keto, it didn't work for me. I tried the other day when I had one ready, but I abandoned it, and the hyena one still wasn't ready to go, so I'm not sure. Hoagie, appreciate you being here, man. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you next time. Let's do... Need to put on masks. That's not gonna show that underneath. I figure I'm gonna do a quick exotic component loop in here, see what we got, and then maybe we'll move on to escalation.
Access complete.
A supply drop, you say? We can grab that.
Hostiles guarding location.
I don't know, Plum, but Reddit was kind of mad about it. There was a thread this morning. Well, the thread was not about that, but some of the comments were. It was quite funny. DC drop incoming. I'm going to grab this landmark first, and then we'll get that, and then we'll start our loop.
Incoming dark zone drop.
I don't know where Livid is. Hype train complete at level 5. Thank you all very much for that. Galen, Matthias, Leo, appreciate you guys.
Road protocol initiated. Contaminated gear.
Component off the first one. You love to see it.
Dark zone drop has been delivered.
Any reason you aren't farming the conflict event? Just don't need levels? Yeah, I mean, I've been at conflict level 100 for a good number of years. I think, though, the event should mean you can earn conflict caches faster, right? I will certainly do it at some point this week. It's not anything that I'm, like, rushing to do.
Hostile hive detected.
Agent, hostiles are retaliating in West End.
Oh, I'm sure they're retaliating. Thank you, Manny.
Contaminated gear detected. Location guarded by heavily armed hostiles.
How many ads am I gonna trigger in here? Those are not on me. Okay. Now we can grab this. Donkey, appreciate you coming through, man. I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Easy drop claimed.
Thanks for hanging out.
Hostile patrol detected.
What's the point of the Dark Sun nowadays? Chaos is the point. It has certain things that it's good at, like exotic components from the caches, which is what I'm going for right now. It has one of the best drop rates on those out of anywhere. But mostly the DZ is not too relevant in the current day endgame. Well, Metal Chick, at least you would be staying consistent with the brand, right? If you get lucky, maybe the interviewer likes the same band, and then you're set. But it is a gamble. Well, Brad, prototype perks don't work in the DZ. They get reset back. So, like, if you look, everything gets set to the minimum, and the augment gets disabled. But shotguns themselves are quite strong in the current meta, so there's that.
Landmark engaged.
Gotta work together.
Road protocol deactivated.
Proto works in the invaded DZ. If so, I would imagine that's a bug that someone is triggering, because it's not supposed to. And I feel like I tested that when the season came out.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Another component.
Detecting contaminated gear.
I managed to solo a tier 10 escalation. Callum, good stuff, dude. That is a tough feat to do. Yeah, expertise levels do apply in the DZ, and that can also very much inflate things. One thing that I really hope is removed, or at least given the option to be removed in whenever they do some of the DZ and PvP changes they're talking about. Because I'm not a fan.
Heavily armed hostiles guarding location nearby. Enemy patrol detected.
Well, Grim, if it is working, then again, I would say that that's unintended, because the devs said that when prototype and all this came out and was announced, they said it should work in none of the dark zones or any PvP place. So that sounds like a bug to me.
Claiming DZ drop.
Agent, hostiles are moving into downtown west.
Hostile incinerator turret detected. Detonated gear detected.
Good lord.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
Agent, hostiles are retaliating in southwest.
Man, he just endless retaliations he's telling me about. We need a realism mode in the DZ. How would that work with our builds though? Would you just go in with like a random loadout? My issue is I think that and like Descent and Survivors only works when it's an isolated experience, because if you could earn gear like to use in the RPG side of the game from a mode that doesn't use that would just seem a little weird to me. I mean, I guess Descent is like that, but a little bit different than the Dark Zone.
Initiating rogue protocol. Contaminated gear detected.
Dre and cheers. I appreciate you being here. Hope you have a good rest of your day.
Now detecting contaminated.
Alright, do we have time to get this last drop? I bet we do. Grab the pool on the way quickly. Maybe I won't. Well. Torn. I think it's the one up in that building. I'm gonna grab this one. I'll sneak in, throw my decoy, grab the drop. It's gonna work like a charm.
Contaminated gear detected.
Another one.
Detected. Location guarded by heavily armed hostiles.
Rogue, do you have to do both Iron and Dark raids to get the exotic components for the Regulus project? Honestly, it's been a long time since I did the Regulus project, but I'm pretty sure it's just Iron Horse stuff. I don't believe you have to do any Dark Hours things. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. No! Okay, I don't have anything I care about, so if I die, it's fine. Oh, there's no way. They're lighting me up and everything. Dang it! Out of ammo. Alright, well we didn't get that, but we've got 3 more crates to go claim. I'll never forgive him for the Kelso fiasco. Who, Manny? Alright, I'm going to finish this loop, and then I think it's escalation time. Grim, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but if you want to jump in, you can. We'll pull in some other people as well. And do a few American history runs.
A new agent is joining your team. Initiated.
So, of course, I'm still here.
Contaminated gear detected.
Matt, you want in? I got you. I'm glad you're assumedly back at home now, not lifting 800 pounds.
Hostile patrol detected.
Oh, I needed to go underground. Alright, so we got Grim and Matt.
Hostile striker drone detected. Rogue status removed.
Draconis, thank you so much for the resub, man, at tier 1. Very kind of you to continue supporting the channel month after month.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
Is there another player here? Ooh. Who's here? There's 2 people. Do they have the same shade level? They're off by 2. Do you think these 2 have just like been playing together every moment since they started? What's up, guys? Wait, he's wearing the rogue shirt. Oh, I can't go rogue on him. That would be mean of me. No, it's not him, it's the other one. Look at that. You've been spared today, gentlemen. Cheers. Postman, I hope you continue sending that until just like the end of Division 2 one day. If he was a true fan, he'd be honored if you went rogue on him. I'm so glad, Rice, that I've cultivated that kind of community. That people are happy to be flagged rogue on. Gives me a lot of joy. Alright. I think we got 3 or 4 components from that. Pretty good.
Enemy patrol detected.
Let's head back to here. Alright. Grim, how many tokens you rocking? Because I can host. How many do I have? I've got a banging 43. But we can figure it out one way or the other.
Entering safe room.
Let's travel back to the boo. Prime coming in with the raid. What is up, everybody? Welcome in. Prime, thank you so much, my guy. See, we're jamming out. We're having a good time. Dark Wolf, Golf, Yeti, Commander Storm. How y'all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. What were y'all getting up to over there? Don't we also get a new classified assignment next week? Yes, 1 week from today we get the next classified assignment. Well, Prime, I don't know if you're here, man, but I appreciate it very much. Thank you for the raid. And welcome in, folks. We're about to run some escalation. Okay. Grim, one more time. We could drop the gamer tag.
Agent is joining your team.
Oh, there we go. Perfect.
Invite to another agent's
All right, I will invite Matt then. We're going to switch to this screen for just a moment while I do it. Vegeta, what's up? We're having a pretty good time. One of our retaliations bugged, which was slightly annoying, but otherwise we're just here, farming the last week of the event, getting stuff done.
Another agent has joined your group.
Oh, and resubbing to tier 1. Thank you so much, man. Sorry, I read the chat first before I saw the activity feed. That's very kind of you. I appreciate the support. Maddie, hell yeah. Appreciate you coming in to drop Galen a thanks. Yeah, Espresso, you want in? You can be the 4th. All right, let me invite. Look at these guys. Y'all are too nice. You don't have to flatter me with
Agent is now in your
by running the rogue gear. Okay, we got refactored tardigrade. Oh, I won't complain about tardigrade at all, man. Tardigrade's awesome. Tipping scales. Perfect. I'd say we're pretty set. We could probably do
a new agent is
tier
joining
5,
your
tier
team.
6, somewhere in there. What do you mean, Brad? Unless I missed something huge. Try to keep up on all the chats. Oh, I did. That is on me. I didn't see the dad again popped into chat. What's up, dude? How you doing today? Yeah, Grim, if that's good with you, I would love to get some measured proto. Anonymous coming in with the one gifted on Twitch. Thank you, Anonymous. That's very, very kind of you. And I hope whoever got that dropped a thanks. Much love, Anonymous. Working on some commands, making a new mini game. That sounds fancy. Oh, I spawned in too late to get some of the Kitsune.
Hostile control point detected.
Or maybe that wasn't the Kitsune. I don't know. What tier are we thinking? Because that's going to change my modifier rotation. We got to spend some of our keys by the end as well. Down for whatever. I say we try a 6. I think we could do that. I'm going to throw in some hazard. So I will do that and that. So I should have 50 hazard right now from Hollow Man. I could sacrifice, well, 50. No, we'll get heals from there. I'm probably good with this. Yeah. All right, crew. I've not done American history on escalation before. I think this is the first time it's been in rotation, so See how it goes. Yeah, I died again. I've seen people doing that. I think it's technically considered an exploit, so not something that I choose to do, but definitely there's been a bunch of people doing that.
Agent, we need you to stabilize downtown west.
Yeah, I feel like tardigrade with Hotfoot actually might not be terrible.
The first priority is to release the prisoners to keep the True Sons busy. You'll be looking for some kind of security terminal. Security terminal should be somewhere nearby. Look around.
Active terminal detected.
Sounds promising. Find it and patch eyes
Supposedly Crossplay's coming halfway through this season.
again. Now to open the cells.
Um,
Cells are open.
Lucas, I'm pretty sure we're already more than halfway through the season. Halfway is about right now. There's been nothing official, so I'm not sure where. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of rumors online about when it's going to be, but all we know officially is that it's coming at some point during year 8. Are there more sponsors? I guess there are.
System reactivated.
I don't do American history often enough to like know every single.
The main holding area is downstairs.
Respawn.
Get moving.
Is it possible to get quality proto drops on tier 5? Yeah, 100%, Brad. I mean, I got, do I still have it in my inventory? I got this, which I just keep as a trophy at this point, at tier 6, with almost triple god roll. So, I mean, just like with the regular difficulty sliders, you're going to have better chances at getting better rolls the higher you play. But there is a chance to get even a god roll on tier 1, right? Which is very low. But yes, you can get plenty good stuff on tier 5. And I mean, even a mid-rolled prototype piece is still very strong. It's not like you have to have high rolls for it to be good. Any proto item is still better than a standard item, stat-wise. Weekly is Tidal Basin. No, not Lucas, you're good. I mean, like I said, there's tons of rumors out there about it online. I just always think it's important to clarify what is officially known so that people don't get their hopes up too much about stuff, you know? But you are all good. Rogue family, what's up, man?
The True Sons
How you doing?
control the holding area. The hyenas are not
I'm watching
gonna
level
security
26.
cameras.
Is that bad?
Pretty smart of them.
I wouldn't say anything is bad. It just means that you're, I assume, newer to the end game. You're at the beginning of your division journey. But certainly at 26 watch level, you still got a long ways to go. 1,000 is the main goal for the watch. That's when you get a lot of the main stats. Technically 2,000 is when it stops giving you actual stats for your build. But yeah, just work on the watch level, work on filling out your library. And I hope you enjoy the end game. How good are these things on escalation? I'm gonna try it right now. I assume they're not good, but I'm curious. That's not terrible. I think it pulls from my main build, so I should be getting Striker and Hollow Man bonuses from this. But then most of them are going to spawn back there anyway. The overheat on that is what would annoy me over time. Is 5 the sweet spot for escalation? I think a lot of people feel that way, yeah. I mean, if you're able to handle higher than 5, then you'll get better, more consistent drops, absolutely. But if you're trying to not, like, sweat too much but still get decent proto drops, I would say 5 is a pretty good sweet spot. That said, we're on 6, and so far I have no drops. Streamer luck is not hidden today. Espresso said I just pulled a God Roll SMG. All stats max? No kidding. Well, there you go. Espresso just got a triple God Roll on here.
Just lost the camera feed from the holding area.
Cable, what's up? I have a question. I expertised my Lexington to prototype, got the augment perk I wanted, my game froze. Got back, I lost my augment perk. Shoot. I don't know if I could tell you why that happened. It sounds like it might have just been a network or connection glitch, but that's super frustrating, man. I'm sorry. I don't know if they'd be able to do anything, but you could reach out to Ubisoft support and see if they'd be willing to try and reimburse that item or something. But again, I can't guarantee they will. But I'm sorry, that's very frustrating.
Downtown West is under attack. Agent, hostiles are retaliating in the East Mall. Picked up on camera again. The holding area.
A new agent is joining your team.
Find that laptop, grab it, and get the hell out of there. Agent, hostiles are moving in.
So everybody's sharing how many drops they've gotten. So far, I've been 0.
Agent, downtown West is under attack.
Manny, thank you. We get it, Manny. Endless retaliations. They're everywhere.
Looks like you got True Sun's reinforcements headed your way.
North or south side?
Both. Heavy
I'm so sorry, I don't know how to say her name.
With all those gates
But we'll
sealed,
say
the north
WY.
exit is
Thank you
closer.
very much for the prime. I appreciate it. I get an M1928 all maxi talking measure, talk about God Roll with Echo. That God Roll pistol. Hell yeah.
Retaliating Foggy Bottom.
A new agent is joining your team. Assistance needed.
Alright, we got our first drop here. Ideally, would love... Yeah, that's not good. I need skill repair and synthesizia, but obviously I can re-roll the augment. Don't need skill damage, though. Slovalk as well. Thank you very much for the prime. Much appreciated. Big love from Poland. My name means I will drink your milk. Well, that's a fantastic name then. I feel bad that I was not able to pronounce it correctly. But from Poland, thank you for the love and thank you so much for the prime.
Serious trauma detected. Agent down.
Oh, shoot. I feel like this mission has not been too bad, honestly, for a tier 6. We kind of just breezed through this.
What the hell is going on here? Put these fuckers down!
As soon as I say that, everybody's gonna die. Sorry, Grim, I didn't mean to foam you there. Another drop. That's a lot of guys. Oh,
That's critical.
that's a lot of spawns. I don't know why I'm so far up here.
Incapacitated.
And they're still spawning. Can't see anyone over here. But I'm worried now to stand in front of that door again. Just gonna grab this in case. Everybody's down? Can't be. Okay. Jinxing the mission? I would never. Alright, we hold out in this corner. Oh! This is really something.
Serious trauma detected. Agent down. Agent vital signs.
Aikido, I jinxed nothing. How was I supposed to know that that gate was about to burst open with a bunch of ads? I don't think I've done American history.
Control point identified.
Oh no. Grim, I'm so sorry. The tokens are gone. But now we know that they spawn out of that gate and not to stand right in front of it. You know, it's all about lessons learned and how you can carry those lessons forward. Is there one more? It's back here. That was very unfortunate. Otherwise, like, for a tier 6, we were doing pretty well on that. Weren't sweating too hard. But that last room, I guess you need to... Espresso's gotta go. He's like that. It's like, I'm not down with that. That's all good though, man. What is that drop that we got? Status effects and quantum. I don't use the backpack either, so...
A new agent is joining
Get
your
rid of
team.
that. Hudson, thank you very much for the prime, dude. Alright, does anybody on Xbox want to
An agent
fill
has
in
left
for
your
Espresso? If so, drop your gamer tag in the chat. I know, I did, Aikido called it, I did really jinx it. I was like, this is so good. Alright, we're getting Nissan in. Fall, I'm so sorry. Nissan, they're doing there first, but if we need to fill in again, I will get you first.
Another agent has joined your group.
With skill aced, you guys certainly don't have to give up your drops. If you guys need them. I could play off my phone while at work. That would be quite the setup for an escalation. I don't know who dropped this. Y'all sure you don't need it? Okay. It's very generous. I'm never beating the allegations that everyone just hands me my drops. Pulse Res last time still came through clutch with that salvo. I didn't make a video on the build yet. Sounds good, Silent. Right now, Grim has got that, who's generously donating their tokens, but 100% if we need to form another team, we'll do. Alright. Now we know at the end, watch that door, watch that gate. I think we'll be more prepared now. Metal's got to go. Metal, best of luck on your interview. At least that was my understanding, is that it's today. Best of luck. Thank you as always for hanging out. Alright. I think we're good whenever, Grim. Let's do it.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Great way to start a mission, huh?
Agent out of action.
Because it looks at you and you drop.
This is
Serious trauma detected.
The first priority is to release the prisoners to keep the True Sons busy. You'll be looking for some kind of security terminal.
Dang! My goodness. I still had the weekend on me, so he just dropped me. I don't quite know why I was shotgunning him in the face, but
The security terminal should be somewhere nearby.
maybe I had it coming.
Look around.
Are we dying already? Who's this we, Espresso? I don't see you in here anymore. You could have protected me. Just kidding.
Active terminal detected.
As soon as you read my name, respawn heaven.
Attach eyes again.
True, man. Maybe you were the ultimate jinx all
Now
along.
open the cells, and the cells are open.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
The main holding area is downstairs. Get moving.
I know, Chris. It was really the ads all along that were the bullies. Well, Nick, in the long run, the main thing that the protocores will be useful for is upgrading and re-rolling your augments. So, if you haven't done that yet, then that's what those can go towards. Oh, there's that fire alarm again. It's playing in here as well. I'll say it preemptively. My fire alarm does not need its batteries changed, it's just the game. Yeah, Nick, so if you go into the, like, where you would normally expertise an item or tinker it, there's the proto lab, and that's where you can see all of the things you can do with a prototype item, including the rerolls and the upgrades on the augments. Ooh. Gold heavy gunner is not gonna do good.
System. System reactivated.
My presence makes the game 10 times harder. And auto-equips the sacrifice. Yeah, just infinite extra oncoming damage. You can't gaslight us, that's our job. Maybe the mystery will never be solved of if it was really the fire alarm or the game. If they ever allow optimization or recal, you'll likely need them for that. Yeah, they've announced that recalibration is something they're looking into and should be coming at some point. Nothing on optimization yet. I have my reservations about them potentially adding that, but perhaps that's a discussion for another time.
Hell of a day for a surgeon.
Second drop. Need some targeted drops though. Need that measured assembly.
Reinforcements en route.
Don't need that. Third drop. Still not targeted. That is a lot of enemies. Dang it.
Serious trauma.
Oh, was I EMP'd? I thought my hive would have been up.
Agent down.
Don't risk it, man. Don't risk it. If I go down, y'all do not have to sacrifice your lives to try and get me. I would much rather we don't waste your tokens than doing that. Appreciate it.
Vital signs critical.
1886. Immobilized? Nah. They said tokens will have another use, so maybe recall and optimization. Maybe. I feel like, didn't they announce the recal plan, or like their intent to look into it after that main dev stream though? Well, maybe it was, no, maybe that was in the dev notes. I feel like, I don't know how people would react to that. I more suspect that the tokens will be used for kind of like how we were able to use textiles for stretch goals last season. I feel like they'll be able to use tokens for purchasing stretch goals levels this time. But I could be wrong.
Agent, the East Mall is under attack. Picked up on camera again. The holding area is just ahead. Once you find that laptop, grab it.
I think the agitation project for retaliation should reroll every time you complete it. Yeah, I don't know, Blindy. For me, like at this point, I feel like I just have endless retaliations always ready, to the point where it's almost like too much. But I suppose
Immediate medical assistance needed.
I suppose that's not really a bad thing, you know.
Agent, downtown west is under attack.
But I feel you. I get where you're coming from. And I guess it depends on what you're playing, because I think one escalation mission gets you like a 100% ready retal for whatever faction you're fighting. Another drop, dude. I've gotten 4 drops now, and none of them are targeted.
North or south side?
Both.
It's tough.
Heavier concentration to the south.
With all those gates sealed, the north exit should be closer. Agent, we need you to stabilize the East Mall.
Oh, Manny, these constant retail notifications are not it, man. Hopefully that's something they fix with point 2. Here's my moment. Yeah. Had to do it. Have you heard of any recent character wipes on Resurgence? Opened my level 40 and it was wiped. Not the wrong server. Check 3 times. Daniel, I've not. That sounds very frustrating. I would recommend reaching out to maybe first checking the Resurgence Discord. I know their mods are super active in there. So you could see if that's potentially like a known issue that's going on. Or after that, opening a ticket with Ubisoft support. But I've not heard about anything like that. I'm sorry. Okay, this seems like a much better spot to be than where we were before. We really have to get that last guy for the wrist spawning. Ronald, this is the Tactical M249 Para with Frenzy. Alright, team, don't follow me. I'm just gonna get him and come back. That was a mistake. There we go. Flushed him out. Actually, I could just sit here and hit the ones on the side that don't peek out immediately. Unless I die.
System functioning. Serious trauma.
My hive's not gonna. Alright, don't come after me. I'll crawl back. I will crawl back ashamedly, as I should, for being reckless. I will not waste Groom's tokens again. I'm just impatient. That's what it comes down to. Martin, I'm doing well. How are you? There we go. Alright, I will now come back to the safe spot, as I should have always stayed at. Whoops. I was trying to re-enter cover and it made me roll forward.
An agent needs assistance.
Just goes by so much slower.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
That's fine. That's fine. I suppose it doesn't help that we all have LMGs suppressing them. Alright, this one guy I will melee. There we go. Good stuff, good stuff. I got 0 measured assembly drops there. To do it again. You seem to be quite familiar with the crawl up shape. Chris, stop it. Oh, I got a sweet dreams, nice. Extra component. Good, just chilling. A lot of headache for I was drunk last night. For it was my birthday. Well, happy birthday, Martin. Hope you had a good night. I'm gonna take it you did by the sounds of that. But thanks for being here. Good morning to yourself, Deuce. How you doing?
Hostile control point detected.
Resurgence has had issues with guest accounts that never linked to Ubisoft accounts. I was not aware of that, Night King. But yeah, Daniel, I would definitely reach out to Ubi support and see if there's something they can do about that. You think they will increase the amount of time we have at the end of an escalation? Feels like 30 seconds is quick. I don't know. Oh, did you drop something, Grim? Sorry, I was completely looking at chat. Well, if we go back through, I think it'll still be there, right? Maybe. I'm sorry though. I should have been I should have been paying more attention. Backpack with repair skills. A backpack I probably don't need, but I certainly would have taken it. It's kind of you that you're dropping them. But yeah, we can run it back if y'all want to. Speaking of birthday, I was surprised you wished me happy birthday, Rogue. Thank you for that. What am I, a monster that doesn't wish people happy birthdays? I'm kidding. You're very welcome, man. Hope it was a good one. Oh, Matt, you gotta go? No worries, man. Well, please stay cool in the heat. Appreciate you doing a run. Or are you saying that was after this one? Gotta go now? Gotcha. Well, GG's, man. Thank you for jumping in. You didn't wish me on Sunday. You just called me on the VIP Discord. Was it your birthday on Sunday? The only reason I knew about Not Lucas's was because of Aikido in the stream the week before. I'm so sorry, man. I didn't know. Happy belated birthday. I hope it was a good one. Oh, shoot.
Hostile control point identified.
Yeah. Since we queued up the escalation, it's not going to let us... Not going to let you leave or invite someone. Well, we can still invite people, I think. Right? It was full. I'll go again. Are you sure? We can make it a quick one. It should be about 15 minutes. But yeah, they locked down all options, which is kind of annoying. They should let people leave and inspect at the very least. I'm not sure why that's a restriction. We'll make it quick for you, Matt. Ooh.
Vital signs critical. Agent down.
You can invite and join once it starts. Just can't matchmake. Gotcha, Leo. But you can't leave either, huh?
Serious trauma detected.
The first priority is to release the prisoners to keep the True Sons busy.
I can't melee?
You'll be looking for
What?
some kind of security.
I was spamming my melee button.
Agent
I rolled up.
deceased.
I was that was a clean roll. I was spamming it, and it didn't work. that was something. It's just game's just making me look terrible on stream. My goodness, man.
The security terminal should be somewhere nearby. Look around.
My goodness. I'm glad you all found it amusing. Yeah, he was ready. He was laughing. He wound up and then just one hit me. All right, I want my payback. Roll melee. Thank you. That's how it should work.
Active terminal
Oh, I heard the
detected.
proto drop. All right, I think we can still get it when we go
Find
back
it and
this
patch
time.
eyes again. Okay, I'm in. Now to open the cells. And the cells are open.
Tango's in there.
No sound on my gun. What are you doing in here, buddy?
main holding area is downstairs. Get moving.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
What does this key actually get us? Is it just a little loot room? What's that top on your character? It is the Esprit de Corps shirt that you can get from the friend referral program. Ferris, what's up? What's your high-level take on the other event this week? What show are you talking about? The Conflict XP or the Shade Exposed global event?
An agent needs assistance.
The gate before the elevator drop down? Gotcha. Which doesn't really apply to us on escalation with the freight removal.
Serious trauma detected.
Gonna finish off that agent.
The Shade Exposed one? No, you're good, man. Nothing to worry about. Glad you're here. It's not a new event per se. It's been around in the global event rotation for, at this point, 5-6 years. It's not one of my more preferred ones. I think my least favorite is Polarity Switch, but then it would probably be that one. So, I don't love it. It's not terrible, though. You can make... I've done some fun, like, shotgun builds with it before. But, yeah, nothing too crazy. It's not new, yeah, Burger. It's been here for many years.
System.
I know I found that a lot of newer players don't know all the global events because they do rotate less these days. They used to be more relevant before we had seasonal modifiers. But yeah, they're a little bit less relevant these days. Thought it was new. I'm loving the cover-to-cover transfer. Yeah, no, I mean, on the right build, it can be a lot of fun. Just compared to the likes of Reanimated or Golden Bullet, that's a little bit simpler. It didn't used to be as preferred. But yeah, if you use, like, Hunter's Fury shotguns has always been really fun for me with that one. I saw somebody using the Vial on Twitter this morning, because I guess that counts as a status effect, so you can, like, use Vial cover-to-cover and get them all ticking down with that. So there's certainly some fun builds to make with it.
Reinforcements incoming.
There's a proto drop, or a targeted drop, but it's a backpack again. I'm just not getting the ones here. Did come with Echo, which would be fantastic on a damage piece, not so much on that.
Intel suggests the enemy's planning to hit 2 districts at once. Get ready, Agent.
Vital signs critical.
All golds, I couldn't punch any of them. Shoot.
Agent out of action.
Yeah, just smack the loot off of him. That's funny. This was like more spawns than we had before. Good stuff, good stuff. Get rewards and swap back to seasonal modifiers. I mean, everyone's got their own preference. Again, Burger said he was enjoying it. There's plenty of people to do. It's just not... It's not quite to my gameplay taste, if that makes sense. So I think this is what we unlocked with the key. I don't know if there's a faction chest in here. No, maybe we didn't unlock this. I don't know. I know nothing. Have the devs said anything about fixing the Tinkerer mask with proto weapons? I have not. It was this room, maybe. I have not looked on the bug reporter for that recently. But I'm sure it's marked on there. Someone might be able to tell you better than I could. Hopefully fixed with the 0.2 patch, which should be coming next week, but we'll see. Oh, Chandler, my bad, dude. I missed your message a second ago. Yeah, we have a bunch of guides here on the channel if you need some guidance. If you actually go in the chat and type in !guide, it'll link you to that. I find it hard trying to watch and understand as their Discord or someone to find groups to play with. 100%, if you type in also !Discord, you will get a link to our server. Not necessarily the largest Division one out there, but we have a lot of people in there who would be willing to give you advice or link up and help out. The Division also has their own official one with, I think, like 150,000 people, so there are absolutely Discord groups out there that can give you some more personalized help and advice if you need it.
I need you to stabilize downtown east.
But yeah, I certainly get that guides are not for everybody, and or they can become very overwhelming quite quickly.
Agent, the East Mall is under attack.
Looks like you got True Sun's reinforcements headed your way.
North or south side?
Both. Heavier concentration to the south.
With all those gates sealed, the north exit should be closer. Agent, southwest is under attack.
I really had not been getting this constant retaliation thing that often, but this is not fun. He's just non-stop yapping. You know, Slow, I appreciate you letting me know that the True Sons are retaliating. I don't think I quite had it on lock. Reminds me back at the start of Year 7 Season 1. Yeah. At least there's slight variation in what he's saying, so it's not just the same line over and over, but yes, very, very close. Well, I'm glad somebody's got an angle on him, because I sure don't. There's another drop. This final room annoys me a little bit. The rest of the mission is quite easy. This just takes a while to get through.
Agent down.
I would like to melee you. There, this is a little bit safer, and I only have one side to worry about. There we go, now we're getting some kills. Now we're talking. Alp's chest, skill damage in Overwatch. Probably not. When do we get here? Holster with weapon handling. Well, it's another core for us. Alright, sorry, I was very not reading chat during that. Damien, happy early birthday, man. That's gonna be fun. I hope you have some good stuff planned. Did I just see the fish from SpongeBob on my leg? It might just be one of the Wilhelm screams that so many things use. For Refactor, do you happen to know if there's a distance range that your set works with in terms of like where allies are in respect to your skills? I don't. I think there is some kind of internal range. I don't know if I know what that is. Yeah, it doesn't clarify it. I'm not sure, Silent, what the exact range would be. Alright, this is very kind of y'all to be dropping me pieces. Matt, we will let you go this time before we start it up, but thank you again for playing, man. Much appreciated. What time is it? I probably got time for one or two more runs. Espresso, if you wanted to jump in for another one, we can. Did you need a mask? Let's see. I have this one with skill haste. I could use this, so only if you don't want it, or the core, Nissan. If you do, then you should keep it. No worries. Let's see, with it, if it has more skill haste, I can drop this other one back. 15.9. 15.5. You should keep that one, Nissan, because this one's got slightly more. That is all you.
An agent is no longer in
I
your
appreciate it,
group.
though.
Another agent is now in your group.
Would you prefer tardigrade or empathic resolve? I feel like tardigrade is pretty good. I'd say stick with that. That's fine with me. Do we want to try 7? We're doing 6 pretty comfortably. Or we can do 6 again. Either way is fine with me. Can go up to 8. I don't think I'm gonna want to jump too high yet, but let's try a 7. I bet we can do it. I will play more cautiously. I promise. I could do my thing to reset hive, but I think I'll just
Hostile control point nearby.
I'll play better. Run and jump, not to my knowledge, no. I don't think anyone ever figured out another way. Drop right off the bat. I'm liking it tier 7. Oh, I don't need gloves and they have headshot damage.
The security terminal should be somewhere nearby. Around.
For that cooldown, I'm stuck.
I'll get you for that.
Active terminal detected.
Sounds promising. Find it and patch eyes again. Okay, I'm in.
Matt Kane with the 200 bits said thanks for the group up. Thank you, man. I appreciate you coming through and running. That was fun. Very generous of you for another 200. Thank you, sir. Cloud armor is clutch and I love it. Yeah, all 3 of the abilities are quite good this time around.
Serious trauma detected.
The main holding area is downstairs. Get moving.
Fritz, it was 49 mil. The way that exotic works is that every 15 seconds you can one-hit kill red or purple bar enemies. So it just scales the damage to whatever their total HP is. So it was indeed a 49 mil hit. I think I'm cursed. I keep getting God Rolled Ridgeway's Pride from the event cache. At least it's an exotic component, Sarah, you know? But yeah, I do think the exotic pool was more limited than the patch notes originally led on to. Because I thought it was going to be the entire general pool, but I think it's just some of the crafted ones like they normally do. More gloves. I need a chest piece and knee pads. That would be great to get. I hate you? What did I do, Fritz? Unless you're not talking to me, but I think you are. That one was 104 million.
An agent needs assistance.
Where you think?
Cheska knee pads with status effects and armor regen. Thanks. Need to get my expertise to 30 ASAP. 114 is gonna be a long way. Yeah, I mean expertise is definitely a grind. Hopefully they bring back another proficiency event soon for people that need those gains. Actually, I'm not going to use my 5 cooldown. Watching your vids on YouTube for some time now, you helped me a ton so far, but I haven't seen full prototype footage yet. Gotcha. Well, Fritz, I mean, you can still play Escalation, what we're playing, before you hit 30 and get prototype drops. The only thing that expertise 30 is required for is to upgrade your existing gear into prototype. But escalations, even like tier 3, is not too much harder than standard heroic, and that'll drop you prototype. So it's definitely, prototype and expertise are absolutely like long-term things to aspire towards. I don't think you should stress too much about getting them normally. And I've tried, at least so far since it's dropped, to not like put in videos saying, oh, this prototype only build is what you have to have. Like, it's a nice to have, but it's certainly not required for a lot of stuff. And at least that shotgun melee that I know you were talking about, that's not because of prototype, that's just how this exotic works, so that's a separate dealio.
Agent down. Immediate medical assistance needed.
So many shotgunners. Jeez.
Trauma detected. Agent down. Immediate medical assistance needed. An agent needs assistance. Agent down.
A lot of damage coming my way. He's got healed up? No way.
Serious trauma detected.
There we go. I don't think I've ever failed a tier 3 matchmaking. Program now to be gated. Yeah, expertise is only for upgrading, which obviously is useful to target the stuff you want. But now that they have targeted loot in escalation, like I said, tier 3 is a pretty good one to run. Slow was just saying they've never failed a tier 3 match-made one, so I would focus on that when there's targeted days where you see something that you want from the prototype pool, and hopefully you can get some stuff there.
Just lost the camera feed from the holding area. There was a
I don't know what happened on.
static.
Is everything good on the YouTube side, folks? Can y'all still see and hear this? The chat said it disconnected for a moment, but looks fine on my end. Indeed, Reaper's there. Evans is there. What's up, man? Oops. Missed the melee range.
Agent, we need you to stabilize Judiciary Square.
Matt, I've not yet, but I would like to try and do that possibly by the end of this week. That's the current thought.
Agent, hostiles are retaliating in the East Mall.
Apparently it's just this. Maybe it's when I
Hostiles are retaliating in West End.
it's when I defeat hyenas that he starts to
Picked up on
freak out.
camera again. The holding area is just ahead. Once you find that laptop, grab it and get the hell out of there. Agent, West End is under attack.
Where's your backpack trophy from? It was from,
Hostiles are moving into West Potomac Park.
I think it was a league back in seasons 1.0. So a old season from a long time ago.
Agent,
I don't know if you can. I don't think you can get it now, unfortunately.
Agent, we need you to stabilize downtown West.
Oh, I thought I could get in and out of there. Where do you find the proto pool list? At the base. I'm just talking about when I was saying for drops. I'm talking about targeted loot and escalation. Wow. Well, that was not cover that I should have relied on. But at the base every day, you can look at the escalation list and see what the targeted loot for each mission is. So that's all I was referring to. Cuddles, what's up? Have you ever shared how you came up with your channel name, Rogue Gold? I have. It's not a very thrilling story. I'll tell you now. At the time I was thinking about doing a channel, I thought, well, I have to have a good name before I could commit to doing such a thing. And I had the thought, of course, to put like Rogue in there to some degree, because I was big into Dark Zone and PvP and all that. But around that time is when there was a lot of public discourse going on about the rose gold colorway on the iPhone 6s, I think, or just the 6. And so for whatever reason, my brain went, huh, rose gold, rogue gold, there we go. And that's how the name came to be. It's definitely not not too crazy of a tale. The runs are going pretty good, Evans. Where the efficiency is great. I've not gotten too many relevant drops yet, but we'll see if maybe that changes here. Dang, Matt, you got the streamer RNG indeed. 12 drops in 2 runs. So in an alternate channel, alternate timeline, your channel could be Space Gray. Well, it would have to have some relevance to the Division. That's what the Rogue came in, but yeah, who knows what it could have been named alternatively.
Don't let him escape!
First time chatter. What's up, Red Tag? I'm curious, anyone feel like this current key drop rate changed today? I think there's been a lot, obviously because they've changed rates as time has gone on prototype drops and keys, but ever since the season began, there's been a lot of, you know, people saying it feels different today than yesterday. I honestly just think it's RNG. Well, at midnight, they've only changed it twice. They buffed the rates once without one maintenance, and then they did again a second time. But otherwise, that is just the nature of RNG, for better or worse. Some days in some runs, you're going to get a really good amount of keys or prototype drops, and other times you're not going to get as many. But they didn't do a maintenance overnight, so I don't think they would actually have any levers on their end to change it, since they didn't implement any patch or maintenance. But yeah, the nature of RNG-based things is that it's going to feel a little bit different each run and each time you play. Out of ammo. Uh-oh. Is there a box down here? There is. Oh, let me around. A double barrel with echo. I'll keep that. I don't know if I'm ever going to use it, but it could be worse.
Agent, we're seeing retaliatory strikes across the city.
Another dude, it keeps giving me endless backpacks. I think the one slot that I definitely don't need. Keep distracting the host room gameplay. No, it's not distracting. That's the whole point. I appreciate the chats. Appreciate everybody hanging out. I don't know if I want to do another one or not. Why should I choose the MK46 over the GR9? Redemption, I'm always an advocate that you should choose whatever you enjoy most. I think both are very good. I believe the reason why the MK49 or the tactical para is slightly more popular is because I think the way its RPM timing works makes it so that I don't know where the Kitsunibi were then. Makes it so that the the timing on Frenzy works a little bit better. Just the mag and RPM combo makes it so that you can end a mag right as Frenzy is ready to proc again. I believe that's why it's more popular. But if you prefer the GR9, you should run that 100%.
Agent, downtown Weston is under attack.
Nissan, I would 100% take a look at both of those. Let's see, did I keep any? I could share you some drops in exchange. Because those 2 slots I actually need. Whereas I kept getting backpacks that I didn't need. Oh, skill haste. And repair skills, oh my goodness. Nissan, you're the GOAT. Here you go. Here you go. Please take these in exchange. You can get some cores out of those. Thank you, good sir. Alright, well it wasn't a complete waste. We got some pieces that actually match. Hell yeah. Silent, if you want to see Grimm's build, here you go. That's the loadout. The whole world is retaliating, seems like it. The classified badge. Oh yeah, on YouTube, Cuddles? Wait, did you just join in? It didn't pop up on my feed? That would be problematic if so. But yes, the badges are... I think they're quite fun. Thank you very much for joining up, Cuddles. Is he all in on repair, skills, or damage? Looks like damage, 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 damage. Damage all the way with skill haste mods. Alright, crew. I think I'm gonna call it there for runs. Do you not need this one, Nissan? Even for the core? We're gonna go and kill one more Kitsunibi squad in our world, and then do the keys, and then probably call it there. Alright, I'll grab it. Just watch the latest short, still as good as watching it live. That's funny. Oh, you couldn't see that one, my bad. Oh, that was from our first run, I guess. Alright, my bad, dude. Well, I thank you very much for the 2 that you dropped. It's very appreciated. Use that on my build there. Alright, huge shout out to Grim for putting up the tokens. Shout out to Matt Kane for the other run, and Espresso and Nissan for jumping in these last few. Much appreciated as always, folks. Let's go get our last batch of keys. And then turn them all in.
Detected from the control point in proximity.
And finally abandon that. Just joined on YouTube. Should there have been a pop-up? I don't have it set it to pop up on screen for YouTube, but the chat should have let me know that you did it. So I'm not sure why. Unless you did it from, like, outside the stream and then entered in. Either way, Cuddles, I appreciate it very much. Thank you for doing that. It is more than generous for anyone to go out of their way to support in that way. So thank you so much.
Civilians in
The squad might now pop up since we just had that one in the other world, now that I think about it. But what I could do is quickly go do Federal Triangle and let the timer go. Yeah, the retaliations are everywhere. Endless retells. Real good thing you might have a retaliation ready just a hunch. I'll look into that, man. Thank you for the heads up. If only the game had a way of communicating that same information, so I would just know, you know? That's surely not the way to go, right? Where does this go? Oh. I see where I'm at. Don't need that.
Agent, West Potomac Park is under attack.
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Detected.
My first prototype upgraded my favorite weapon. Let's go, Aikido. Congrats. What was it? Don't mention it. Hit the end game 2 weeks ago. Managed to farm the Big Allen tipping scales. The combo's nuts because their enemies like butter. Having so much fun. So thank you. Oh, that's awesome, Guddles. That's a good first build. You might end up being disappointed when you switch to other stuff. When and if it's not as good. But I'm glad you like it. Leonardo, what's up, man? What's that shirt you're wearing? It's from the Friend Referral program, which got refreshed back in November. I just finally got around to doing it. But it's the Esprit de Corps shirt. Satisfy my curiosity. Is there any way to go about playing in game with you or team or group, or do you only play with people you know? Midnight, I try as much as I can to get people in on the streams. I usually just do first come, first serve, whoever wants to jump in the chat. Honestly, outside of streams, occasionally, if like, I have like a group of friends who have played since 2016 in Div 1, but they're not on all that often anymore. When they are on, we all run together. Otherwise, I'm mostly solo when and if I am playing, whether it's to prep for video stuff or just if I'm trying to unwind and play for fun. I'm normally by myself, which I know I've had a lot of, not complaints, but just people over the years being like, you need to create like a queue for people to play with you and all that. And I feel bad that I can't always satisfy that request for some people, but I think I'm just more, frankly, I'm not as not as extroverted as a lot of people out there who play with people all the time. Sometimes I just enjoy the peace and quiet of my own world. But that said, that's why I try to make the streams as collaborative as possible, so that that opportunity is still there. All right, they spawned in somewhere. We'll get this last group. Any keys? Any keys? Yes, one. Yeah, no problem, Midnight. And I'm sorry if that's not as satisfactory as you may have been hoping for. Same though, I feel it. Ethan gets it. I still have 240 tokens. Dang, Grim. You're sitting on a lot. But yeah, they did say that at some point later in the season there will be a thing to spend them on, so it's worth saving up.
Good, Agent.
I'm sorry, Lucas. I anticipate that when they drop crossplay, there will be more opportunities to play with more people. That's another limiting factor in all of this. All right, last bit of the stream. We're putting in our 15 keys. Let's see what we get. First bloom. Honestly, at this point, I would take exotics for components. That's what would give me the most joy to pull out of here. Oh, I will take more investors. I will always take more of those. Ridgeways. We got a quadruple red investor. Oh, that's fantastic. I haven't won one of those. I haven't won one of those. Honestly, the more combinations of investors we can get, I will not complain, because that takes a lot of components to try and go through those. Okay. Were any of these good? Not really. We got one with armor, explosive resist, armor regen, crit damage. The quadruple red. I think I don't need this one because I have a 3 blue, 1 red with better stats, so I can get rid of that one. Let's see. Don't need more turmoil. Let's pull. I'm going to pull all the investors out that I have just so I can review what I have. Okay, I have 5 in total. I've got this one with armor and then all skill, which is still kind of debatable on if I really need that, but I'll probably keep it. This one's really good for PvP. This one, not so much, so I'll get rid of that. This is really good. This one, is there ever a case where I would want a red core with 1 blue and not have crit chance? I don't know if there is. And don't know if I would really use this. How do I do that with my inventory for the side-by-side? Nick, so when you're in here, at the bottom you'll see a button for options. So for me it's left stick on controller. You click that and you can switch between list and grid. And so grid will give you the different view. You can also choose your gear sorting options and all that stuff from this screen. I spent the resources to make all red, all blue, and all yellow. Nice. Maybe I'll keep this just because I don't know if there might be a case. I know I don't need that one, but I will keep that. So that one I'll keep in my inventory. I'll send all of these. Oh, my stash is full because it's not counting the extra 50 slots. All right, that's fine. Deconstruct that. I don't actually think I need this. Well, do I? I'm really going back and forth in my mind. We'll keep it. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right, folks. I think we're going to call it there. Thank you all very much for hanging out today. As always, I appreciate it. We will be back on Thursday, probably just doing more key farming, more escalating. We'll see if we have some interesting targets that day. Next Tuesday, we've got the new classified assignment dropping, so that should be a bit more of an exciting stream. But otherwise, as we said, we're moving pretty close towards the end of the season. 3 weeks from today is the finale. So we should be hearing more about that soon, more about potential PTS for next season, bunch of stuff. Exciting things coming. Thank you all, as always, for hanging out and being wonderful. And yeah, I'll have to miss Thursday. Got to work, sadly. Shoot. Well, Grim, as always, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for the tokens. Much appreciated. Espresso's gonna be here. Hell yeah. Nick, thank you. Yeah, folks. I will see you then. But until then, Rogue Gold. Out.